Good morning. Imagine this situation. You just got out of college and you couldn't find a job. It's been nearly a year. And then suddenly, an employer called you offering a job that pays the minimum wage. You accepted it because you've got bills to pay. On your first day at your work, the news broke off about raising the minimum wage. Most likely, a lot of low income earners are going to agree with the increase. But how about the employers? How about the businesses? This would mean an additional cost to them. Should we raise the minimum wage? Minimum wage is the lowest legal pay that an employer can pay an employee with accordance to the federal and state laws. Currently, our federal minimum wage is at $7.25 per hour. And in Hawaii, according to Department of Labor, our minimum wage here is $8.50. As college students, we should know the effects of increasing the minimum wage because we will be out there soon working. Maybe some of us are already working. To get a better grasp of the situation, it is good to look on both sides of the equation. Today, I will be discussing with you two advantages of increasing the minimum wage and two disadvantages of increasing the minimum wage. Two advantages of increasing the minimum wage are it will increase the income of the low income earners and it will boost the economy. On the other side, the disadvantages of raising the minimum wage are it will hurt businesses and it will raise the poverty level. The first advantage in raising the minimum wage is that it will increase the income of the low income earners. This statement is supported by Bellman and Wolfson in their 2014 book, What Does the Minimum Wage Do? This means that the low income earners will have more money to budget. It could fill in the gap and it could cause them not to fall behind in their bills. The second advantage in increasing the minimum wage is that it will boost the economy. According to David Cooper of the Economic Policy Institute, it could generate 22.1 billion in net economy, which could also create 85,000 jobs. In another study by the Economic Research Organization at the UH, they said that the better the US economy is, the better Hawaii tourism is. This is good for Hawaii. Now onto the disadvantages. The first disadvantage is that it could hurt businesses. According to Congressional Budget Office in 2014, it could result in 500,000 job layoffs. Maybe some companies won't be able to absorb this increased cost and they will be forced to do job layoffs and forced to close their businesses. The second disadvantage is that it will raise the poverty level. According to Greens and Stroud's famous economist, increasing the minimum wage could result into job losses, which will be even more losses in the economy. It will be hard for people to not have jobs because they wouldn't be able to afford the basic necessities. In conclusion, it is important to know the benefits and drawbacks of increasing the minimum wage. It could increase the income of the low income earners and it could spike up economic growth. But it could also harm our employers and it could raise poverty level. It is important to know these effects because it affects you, it affects me, it affects everyone and the entire economy. It is a double edged sword. It is important to know the advantages and disadvantages of raising the minimum wage before we pick our sides. Under the penalty of any applicable student codes of conduct, I say that I did not rely on any prompts to perform my speech other than the index card and PowerPoint shown.